How's everyone doing? Currently like 12 in the afternoon. Just got done working out. I like to feel the sun kind of hit on me. Or maybe I'm just trying to, flex a little muscles here or something. But yeah. Uh, Great. I would say I'm at the rock bottom point in my life, and pretty much just about to say, I guess, some cliche stuff, but some stuff that I hope can relate to someone out here because I remember when I was in bad times, videos like this would help me. And that's kind of the reason that I'm about to get into. Is that pretty sure if you're of a certain age, you will realize that, everyone has trials and tribulations that they go through. You know, some could be worse than others, some less worse than others, but inevitably we're all human. Our emotions function the same if you really think about it. They may not be wired the same. I'm not saying that everybody's the same, but we are all connected in some way. So that's a topic for another day. But that's essentially what I just wanted to get into is that I've been trying to get into a sober lifestyle. I'm not any bad kind of at it, but I've always kind of tried to run away from what's pure up here. And most people think it's through depression or something like that, and it can be, it absolutely can be. But sometimes I realize it's often due to boredom or not fitting in or not being social or whatever. But I feel like it's absolutely necessary that sometimes you isolate yourself in your pure raw mind, because eventually you realize that you've been running away from it for a while. At least that's what I've realized. But essentially, what I'm about to get into is it's just very interesting topic to me. When I was younger, I'm 21 years old now, but when I was younger, I used to meet some kids during those younger times, and we all do stupid stuff when we're younger. But I remember meeting, I'm not gonna say no names, but it was this fellow, and he had a very bad drug and alcohol problem. And I remember looking at him like he was stupid, you know. Essentially, like, why would you do this? Yada yada yada. I'm trying to tell him all the cliche stuff pretty much. And I was never able to understand, I just kind of gave him all this like bullshit motivational talk that most people give you, you know, um, and seeing it from the perspective of that person is what's kind of happening to me now. So I won't say too much about what's going on with me now, but I've been off the weed for about like a week or two, which is pretty good for me. But in the past month or two, I've developed a very bad alcohol problem. I've been drinking a lot. I've been 3 days good now, but yeah, I'm just trying to really target the mind at its raw form, and as I get through this, tough phase, I'll make more videos about that whenever that happens. But yeah, I am now paying for my sins, if you believe in God, it's a simple way of explaining it. I have a more cosmic sense, but I'm just gonna explain it the simplified way. God is one word that has millions of definitions. So let's just put it like that for me. But he, I'm essentially paying for the sins that I wasn't able to understand, so that I may help people now that I understand their perspective. Because I would talk with people and I would tell them these things, and they would be like, "Nah, man, you just have a pessimistic, optimistic view," or "Nah, man, you're drinking, you're doing all this," and then you wonder why you're depressed. Depression and all those negative things about people, it's not a choice. People must understand that. People don't choose to be depressed. People don't choose, to be homeless. People don't choose, all those bad circumstances in life. And you have to understand, at the end of the day, essentially, they don't choose the way they got into it, is what I'm saying. Now, you can choose your way to get out of it. That's a very deep choice that only you yourself can, tell you, only you yourself can understand. But what I struggled with is that I would wear a mask, you know, I wear a mask in front of one crowd and another mask in front of the other. And eventually I didn't know which one I was anymore. And that caused me to go into that spiral that I essentially could not control. So I want you to just know this right now. It's a simplified message, but if you're going through a tough time when you're watching this, and I hope what I'm saying is making sense. I got to get used to doing this, but I know I want to start doing this for me, and for someone that finds it helpful out there. But whatever you're going through, you are essentially paying for your sins. You know what I mean? But it obviously won't last forever. Nothing lasts forever if you really think about it. As I'm drinking this cup of coffee, it's going down. It won't stay forever. Kind of all most things in life, right? But anyways, when you get through this, you're going through this so you can now understand the perspective of people that are troubled, and now it gives you the opportunity to say the right things to them, and to help them into a more positive light, as I hope that I'm doing right now. But yeah, just know you will pay for your sins, and that's okay. You're meant to. Everybody has to. Everybody in this world has to. There's no running from that. Everybody does bad things, and one day it's gonna come back to bite you in the ass. And sometimes you don't even realize it. I used to tell that dude, like, "What are you doing, man? Just stop doing this. Why are you so dumb?" Like, all this. And now, I don't have it as bad as him, but I will say it. I only have like 25% of what that person was going through. And I'm in a living hell. I'm struggling with alcoholism. 2 days ago, two drunk drivers, which is crazy. Well, one of them was drunk driving, but they were both essentially drunk. And they hit me. And I feel like that was kind of, the world's view of saying, like, "Hey, man, you can't be getting drunk all the time and get mad at these drunk dudes. What they did to you. You're being a drunk asshole to other people, and, now it came back to you. You gotta pay for your sins, So, if there's any message I would say to this is, you can't control how you sin, but we can, definitely learn from it. And just be very mindful of that. Be very mindful of who you are. It takes time to learn that. It takes years to learn that.